Hi there. Today we're at Christine Jewelers. We're near Christmas and we just received a new limited edition piece from Tissot, the Seastar. Limited 1,000 pieces. Beautiful piece. We have Gary with us today talk about the watch and give us an overview of the specs. So Gary, welcome.
How are you? Good to be here as always, and good to talk about this new watch that's just launched. This is our new Seastar limited edition 1000, and it's limited to 1,000 pieces worldwide. So we're really lucky in Canada. We rarely get a good quantity of any limited editions in, and this just launched this week here. So great to actually get it into our hands, be able to talk about it and go through the specs of it. So to start off, the case size on this watch, and we'll try it on and show what it's like on the wrist, but the case size on this, it's 48 mil wide. So 48 mil is bigger for a Tissot, but it is a diver watch. It does have a value movement in this, so the movement is a bit thicker as well. So it's 17.9 mil thick, but it's an automatic value chronograph, which lends to a diver watch is usually a bit thicker anyway. 48 in the width is the biggest in the collection at the moment, and it does wear on the bigger side. Obviously, it is 48. It is an oversized watch, because it's thick as well as wide. You do get to see the case back. You can see the movement through there, that beautiful value movement. And it has the Seastar logo there on the crystal. And it also shows the limited edition, this one number 690 of 1000 is also on there as well. Sapphire crystal engraved.
I think there's the extender too for the bracelet.
So on the clasp here, so it's a dual safety clasp. So you've got your first safety, then you've got a trigger release, which will release, and then you've got the extender as well. So if you're wearing it over a wetsuit, this will be able to then give you that extra few mil that you need for wearing it. So that just clips in like this, and it all closes up exactly like that. Now this is an ISO certified diver watch, so it is a professional diver. And with that comes a few extra features as well. Screw down crown, fairly standard on most dive watches, but with this edition of Seastar, it's got screw down pushers. So for your chronograph, this will actually has to unscrew. So if you press the button, it doesn't actually work until you screw out those systems there. So this will start. You can see the chronograph starting there now, and then that will also stop. And then you can just screw them back into place, and it locks it back into place. So same with the screw down crown, which will change your time, your day and your date, which is a nice feature in this as well. But then you've got an extra crown on this side, and the crown on this side is dual feature. So one feature is that it's your helium release valve, which will help with air pressure if you're diving, and the other feature is patented to this watch. It's a bezel lock system. Wow, so really cool. Most watches for diving, the bezel will move so you can time your dive. With this, actually what happens is you unscrew this crown on this side, and when that is unscrewed, you can actually move the bezel, and that can lock the bezel into whatever position you want. Now, as I say, it's patented, so this is a totally unique feature. And then what this whole watch uses is super Luminova. So the hands, the numbers, the markers, and also this dot up here at the 12 o'clock on the bezel, they're all luminous. So as you move this around, set the time, lock the bezel. When this hand goes in line with this, that's how you know how many minutes you've been diving for.
Right. Very cool feature. I don't see this lock feature on a lot of the diver watches.
No. Bezel is also ceramic bezel, like the other automatic Seastar collection. So a lot of different features going on there at that moment. So one other thing about this watch is that the bracelet is interchangeable. So the bracelet that comes in the box with this rubber band as well. And
Do you need any tools? That's the question.
No. It's very, very, very simple. So how this works is there's a clip release system here, and this just is a spring-loaded system. And then this bar here is a stationary bar. It's locked, it stays in place. It's not like a spring bar like most watches use. And then you can get the band, which is here, again using this same spring-loaded system, and that would go into place.
Takes a couple seconds.
Oh yeah, and that's it, locked in place, just like that.
Beautiful.
Has the T across here, so some nice extra detail there for the Tissot. And then, as I say, yeah, it just unlocks very simply, and you can put your bracelet back on.
So I see it's on a more larger side. Did you maybe want to put it on?
Yeah, as I say,
feels.
It's a 48 mil case,
Yeah.
so it's a big case. You know, it's a diver watch. It's a statement piece. It's definitely going to stand out. The blue to black bleed of the bezel, or of the dial to the bezel, it's a very, very rich blue. And as it's on there, you can see it definitely fills a lot of my wrist. You know, I do have a slightly smaller wrist, but I would say that the bracelet on this side, you know, it is filling my wrist, but the bracelet does fit really, really well around.
Tapers really well.
It tapers really well. These lugs here, they're shaped quite nicely, so it curves down around your wrist. So even though I have a smaller wrist, you know, if you have a smaller wrist and you like a bigger watch, this is okay. But you definitely have to like a bigger watch. It's not your more traditional 40 mil. It is definitely
on the thicker side too.
It is on the thicker side, yeah. Like you definitely know, like this is on you. You know,
well, it definitely catches a lot of attention. I really love the blue to black gradient.
Yeah, and the bezel, or the
ceramic bezel.
Ceramic bezel, the crowns as well. You know, they definitely stand out. And patented bezel. You know, it's definitely a statement piece. It's got a lot to talk about.
Do you
on
find
this
it
watch.
On the heavier side?
I would say it's for the size. No.
Yeah.
No. I think it's really kind of like, you expect it to be a little bit heavier. Obviously, it's a professional diver's watch, a chronograph at that. So I do expect it to be heavy. Definitely a lot heavier than the leather band gentleman. You know, but I do feel like it's very comfortable to wear. You know, for the size.
It's very nice. So it is a very limited piece, just released for 2020. So for those who want to come check it out, put it on your wrist to see how it feels, you're more than welcome to come to the store at Richmond and Aberdeen Center. Set at christinejewelers.com for more information. So that wraps up for 2020, I guess. Next year, I think there are going to be some really exciting stuff that we will be sharing with you very soon. So thank you again. Happy holidays, and I hope you all stay safe out there. Thanks a lot, Gary, for joining as well.
Cheers. Have a good day.
Thank you.